Good morning, everyone. My name is Genevieve Calamagan, and today I will be reporting the Dark Green School Program, Philippine Environmental Perspective, the Ecological Living, the Inner and the Outer. So the Dark Green School Program, Philippine Environmental Perspective, a Dark Green School or DGS is a school that delivers environmental education through assimilation of the environment philosophy by the schools in informal lessons as well as in activities outside the classroom. So accordingly, school must be clean and net as evidence of good management in housekeeping. So school should be clean and neat to show good management and proper housekeeping. And letter B, call for green spaces, appropriate land use, planning, conservation of materials and energy, proper waste management, segregation, use of appropriate materials, and avoidance of harmful ones, and respect to others' right to smoke-free air. So, letter B means school should have green spaces, practice proper waste segregation, conserve materials and energy, and respect everyone's right to smoke-free air. The letter C, have management policies and guidelines that would create a healthful and ecological campus. So it means school must have policies and guidelines that support a healthy, safe, and eco-friendly campus. And letter D, have a well-planned environmental curriculum for all levels, adequately oriented and trained faculty, and an administrative, library, and financial support. So it means there should be a well-planned environmental curriculum, trained teachers, and enough support from the administration and school resources. And letter A, have faculty and students who are aware of and appreciate the environmental program of the school. So it means teachers and students should be aware of and actively support the environmental programs for the school. And the letter F, reach out to an outside community to spread concern for Mother Earth and facilitate projects and programs that improve the environment. So it means schools should work with the community to spread awareness and create projects that help protect the environment. And lastly, which is the letter J, engage in research that adds knowledge in the ways of nature and the impact of human activities. It means schools should also conduct research to learn more about nature and the effects of human activities on the environment. And next is ecological living. So this is our second topic, ecological living practices. So ecological living practices is sustainable ecological living is based on different sets of principles. To assess the impact of our choices and actions, we need criteria for studying the basic facts of life as follows. So Capra 2003, first, matter cycles continually through the web of life. Okay, so this is the basic principle of ecological living. So matter cycles in nature. Materials in the environment are used through natural materials. So next is second, most of the energy that drives the ecological cycles from the sun. Third, diversity assures resilience. Fourth, one species waste is another species food. And the fifth is life does not take over the planet by combat but by networking. Ecological means living in a way that protects nature and supports sustainable development. So according to Fitjof Capra 2003, ecological living follows several basic principles and guide how humans interact with the environment. So there have any basic principle of ecological living. So first is matter cycles in nature. Materials in the environment are reused through natural cycles. Energy comes from the sun. Okay, so energy comes from the sun. Most ecological processes depend on solar energy, and the diversity creates resilience. Different species help ecosystems stay strong and balanced. And the waste becomes food. One organism's waste can be useful for another organisms. And life works through cooperation. Living things survive by connecting and networking, not by fighting. And the dimensions of sustainability, sustainable development has three main dimensions. First is environmental, so which is protecting natural resources. Second is economic, supporting stable livelihoods and a responsible production. And the third is social, promoting fairness and well-being in society. Meaning of ecological living means in a way that okay, the next topic is all about inner ecology by Smithsman 2014. So first, become a catalyst of change to help co-create a better world and future. So of course, be a catalyst of change, inspired and help others create a better and sustainable future. And the second, care for related with non-human beings while spending time with nature. And of course, you need to care for nature. Spend time in nature and respect animals of other living beings. And the third, make the most of sustainability crisis that forces us to learn, dream, think, design, act, relate in new ways. So learn from the sustainability crisis, use environmental problem as motivation to think and act in new ways. And the fourth, join the rest around the world in becoming agents of sustainability. So, of course, be an agent of sustainability. Join people around the world who work to protect the planet. And next is nurture nature by taking care of our body and become aware of our natural body rhythms. So, now, nurture your body in nature. Take care of your health and respect natural body rhythms. And sixth, become more energy efficient and learn to recycle of our own energy. So, use energy wisely. You need to use your energy wisely. So, of course, manage and conserve your personal energy and lifestyle. And next is learn to compose our waste and no need to dump this onto others. And handle your own waste. Learn how to manage and reduce waste responsibly. And the last is become aware of rights, needs, and well-being of future generations and explore how we can support this is in our actions. So think of future generations. So means make choices that protect the needs and well-being of people in the future. So that's the inner ecology by Smithsman 2014. And the next is the outer ecology. So outer ecology means learn about the resources used, practice the 4 R's, know the true of cost, product, check product resources, recycle gray water, collect rainwater, grow organic vegetable, compost organic waste, create a wildlife friendly garden, make a roof garden, and buy organic and local products. So, the author ecology, educate ourselves about the resources that we, our family, and our organization utilize to fulfill and sustain our needs. So, like what I said, learn about the resources you use. Understand how your household or organization consume water, energy, and also materials. And next is reduce, reuse, repurpose, and recycle. Okay, you need to practice the 4 R's. So, what are the 4 R's? Reduce, reuse, repurpose, and recycles materials. So, know the true cost of products. Like number 3, be aware of the real price of goods and services that we use. Cheap product often have hidden costs. For example, the cost of child labor, animal cruelty, or degradation of ecosystems. So, cheap items may harm people, animals, or the environment. And number 4 is find out any child labor practices or natural resources that were sacrificed in the process of producing products and services. Check product sources. So, you need to be aware of products involve child labor or environmental damage. And the 5th is recycle gray water. So, recycle gray water is reuse lightly used water for cleaning or gardening. And the 6th is collect and use rain water. So we need to collect rainwater because it's important. So save rainwater for household or garden use. So next is 7, create an organic vegetables garden. So grow organic vegetables. So plant healthy food without harmful chemicals. And number 8, compost organic waste and use the compost in the garden. So compost organic waste, turn food waste into natural fertilizer for plants. And next is create a roof garden, green roof, as a natural air conditioning alternative to increase garden space. So create a wildlife friendly garden. So it means you can plant native species that support animals and insects. And make a roof garden. Use rooftops for plants to help cool buildings and increase green space. And the next is buy an organic and local products as much as possible. So buy organic and local products means support healthier and environmentally friendly goods. And next is lastly, which is the number 12, support local businesses and organizations that care for our planet. So means support eco-friendly businesses, means choose companies and organizations that protect the planet. And that's all for today. Thank you.